Today's lesson is on percents and fractions. First, we're going to be writing percents as fractions. We're going to write the percent as a fraction or mixed number in simplest form. So for number 1, we have 15%. Percents are always out of 100. So we'll go ahead and write 15 in our numerator and 100 in the denominator since percents are always out of 100. Now we can go ahead and simplify. We can divide 15 and 100 both by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 100 divided by 5 is 20. So 15% is equal to 3/20. Now let's look at number 2. We have 35%. Percents are always out of 100. So we'll go ahead and write 35 in our numerator and 100 in the denominator. 35 and 100 can both be divided by 5, so we can simplify this fraction. So we'll divide both of them by 5, and 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. So 35% is equal to 7/20. Now let's look at number 3. We have 168%. Percents are always out of 100. So we'll have 168 for the numerator and 100 for the denominator. Now we can go ahead and convert this to a mixed number. So we can go ahead and simplify first, and we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 168 divided by 4 is 42. And 100 divided by 4 is 25. Now we need to convert this to a mixed number. We can do this by dividing. So we'll have 42 divided by 25. 25 goes into 42 one time, and 1 times 25 is 25. Now we need to subtract. We can't do 2 minus 5, so we'll need to borrow from the 4 and make it a 3. And the 2 then becomes a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Now we'll make this into our mixed number. So the 1 is our whole number. The 17 that we have left is our numerator. And then our denominator is 25, which is the number we divided by, and that's the same denominator we had in our problem. So 168% is equal to 1 17/25. Okay, now for number 4, we have 174%. Percents are always out of 100, so I'll have 174 over 100. Now I need to simplify. I can divide both 174 and 100 by 2. (174) divided by 2 is 87. And 100 divided by 2 is 50. Now I can divide to convert this into a mixed number. So I have 87 divided by 50. 50 goes into 87 one time, and 1 times 50 is 50. Now I can subtract. 7 minus 0 is 7, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Now I will write my mixed number. I have 1 for my whole number, 37 is my numerator, and my denominator is 50. So 174% is equal to 1 37/50. Now we're going to write a fraction as a percent. So number 5, we have 7/25. Percents are always out of 100. So I want to write an equivalent fraction that has a denominator of 100. So I'll start with 7/25, and I want to write something that's equal to that fraction that has a denominator of 100. 25 times 4 is 100. So I can multiply the 7 times 4 to write my equivalent fraction. And 7 times 4 is 28. And since I know that percents are always out of 100, this would be equal to 28%. Okay, for number 6, I have 19 20ths. So I'll start with 19 20ths. And I want to convert this to something out of 100. So I'll write my equivalent fraction. 20 times 5 gives me 100. So I need to multiply the 19 times 5 to get my numerator. 19 times 5 is 95. Percents are always out of 100, so this would be 95%. For number 7, we have 3 50ths. Once again, I need to write an equivalent fraction that has a denominator of 100. 50 times 2 is 100. So I need to multiply the numerator times 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. Percents are always out of 100, so this would be 6%. And for number 8, we have 9 tenths. So I have 9 tenths, and I want to write this with an equivalent fraction out of 100. 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So I need to multiply the numerator by 10, and 9 times 10 is 90. Percents are always out of 100, so this would be 90%.